What are you doing under there? Howdy. So I realized I haven't done a haul in a while, and that's because I haven't really like bought a large amount of plants at once. I've been lucky enough to have some given to me. Thank you, Vlad. But I've kind of been a little more picky about what I'm bringing into my collection right now. I am running out of usable space at the moment, so we're just being a little pickier. We're trying to be more mindful about our spending, blah, 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 blah. But I wanted to go through and show you everything that I have bought recently within the last month or two. And I'll let you know how they're doing. Some of them aren't doing super hot, but that's okay. This lash feels like it's trying to come off. I don't much appreciate that. I don't think we're gonna go like in chronological order. I'm just gonna pick whichever one I want to show you, and that's what I'm gonna show you, if you don't mind. This is definitely probably the one that I bought the longest time ago. This is I think it's a Nepenthes. I always get Nepenthes and Sarracenia mixed up. This is, I'm gonna say Nepenthes. This is my Nepenthes. I got it in the clearance section at Peace, Love, Happiness Club. And he is a pitcher plant. So, as you can tell, he doesn't have any pitchers right now. He had one big one when I got him, but that crisped up and died very quickly, so I cut it off. And he's put out a couple of little baby ones since, but honestly, some of those didn't even like fully form before they crisped up. I have one that fully made it, and then I actually did put a bug in there before it died, but it's crisped up now. That one's probably gonna get tossed or cut, sorry. And I'm just not entirely sure. I mean, it's definitely a humidity thing. These are like, they're tropical plants. They like humidity, and if they aren't used to ambient humidity, their pitchers are gonna dry up. But I'm just not seeing any new pitchers growing. Like, these leaves all have little baby pitchers on the end, and they're just not, they seem kind of stunted. I don't think it was getting enough light where it was, so I did move it somewhere where it gets more light. We'll see if that helps. I'm gonna look into some carnivorous plant-friendly fertilizers and see if that helps as well. I have debated, because he's huge. This is massive. I got this for very cheap. He's huge. I have considered like propagating some pieces and seeing how that goes, but that is very intimidating to me. So I'm not gonna do that unless I feel like it's really needing a like fresh start. I was very excited to get this guy, and he's just not loving it here as of now, unfortunately. Hopefully that changes and he acclimates to my humidity and will give me some new pitchers. I don't know specifically what kind this is, especially because the tag literally just says rescue plant, which is what Peace, Love, Happiness does for all of their clearance plants, which is fine. I just wish I knew what specific kind this was. I'll actually bounce off of this one. I'll show you the one that I picked up like literally a couple of days ago. It's so cute. So there is a seller in Seattle. Her name is Little Orchid Annie, and she used to have the road is so loud today. We had like a gloomy fall Seattle day with some rain, and I feel like everything outside is much louder. But Little Orchid Annie actually had a storefront near my home. Not near my home, but like I drove by it fairly often. And I just spilled water on me. I do love orchids. I think they're stunning, and they're one of my like favorite plants / flowers. I just don't have any in my collection right now. They kind of scared me for a little bit. I think I could have one at this point, but either way, I would always drive by her store and I would always be like, ooh, I want to go in there. I want to look at some orchids and maybe buy one. But according to my boyfriend, the location of the store is actually kind of cursed, and it's one of those areas that like people don't stay in business for very long, and unfortunately her storefront did close, but she still sells plants. She just is kind of a vendor at other stores in Seattle, and I think she sells online as well. So I follow her on Instagram, and she was posting on her story about how her dog had a medical emergency. He had to get one of his eyes removed. And as you know, I went through some scary pet stuff recently, but she posted on her story that she was gonna do a little sale on Instagram and all of the proceeds were gonna be going towards her vet bills. And I was like, you know what? I went through something similar and it was really scary and rough, which by the way, Bear's doing much better. He's fully adjusted to his meds. We haven't had another seizure, so yay. But it's a very hard, scary time, and I had some money and I was like, I'm going to buy something from her, and just, I don't know, I wanted to help support her. So she posted all of these plants on her Instagram story that were for sale, and there were a bunch of really beautiful orchids. And I was like, ooh, which one am I gonna get? And then I kept clicking, and then we got to the Nepenthes. She sells Nepenthes as well. I didn't realize that. No one told me. So she had this little guy, and he was a very, very good price. And I ordered it, and I went and picked it up from one of the stores that she is a vendor at. It's Fancy Plants in Seattle. Very cute little store. I hadn't been in before. But this is my new Nepenthes Lady Luck. When her pictures come out, this one doesn't look very happy. That's okay. When the pictures are like fresh and come out, they are like pink. Like, I don't know if it's gonna read well on the camera, but they're pink. And then they slowly do a little pink to green ombre. Stunning. Love her so much. Again, only had her for a couple of days. I popped her in one of my greenhouses. Also, when I went to pick it up, she put a little thank you note in the bag with it, which is so nice. It had like a little free sticker. It had some tips on acclimating this one. So I put it in one of my greenhouses under bright light, and we're just gonna slowly let her adjust to her new home. I did cut off some pictures that were already crisped up, but that's no biggie to me. So we'll see how she does. We'll see how she likes it. I think I'll have to put more water in this pitcher. She can't catch any bugs in the greenhouse that I know of. I definitely have at least one accidental pet centipede in there, so maybe he'll find his way in. I love this. It's so pretty. Even if I just don't acclimate it and just keep it in a greenhouse, that's another, like, I want to look into fertilizers for these guys. So if I wanted to, I could keep her in a greenhouse where she'd be really happy. We'll see. Either way, I love her so much. She's beautiful, and I think she's a fantastic addition to my collection. Mwah! Guess with those two, I'll also show you this. This is my new, I wouldn't call it a pingdom. I've been calling it my ping parfait. But I went and picked up a plant from Seattle Plant Daddy, and he was having his Labor Day sale, and then on top of that, he was having a deal on Pinguicula plugs where it was like $10 for a plug. And I was like, don't mind if I do. So I did pick up a different plant for him that I'll show you momentarily. But I also got I just wanted one, and he threw in one with like a bunch of little babies as well. And he's like, you can just have those. I was like, thank you so much. But these are Pinguicula Wesser, I believe. He said it was a very new crossing, new hybrid. They're supposed to get really pink. I don't think I quite have the hang of Pinguiculas down, if I'm being super duper honest with you guys. Everyone's like, they're really easy. And I feel like I'm just missing a step. I keep them wet. I put them where they should be able to catch some bugs. They haven't caught anything, and I know that they're more passive catchers, so like that's fine. If a bug hasn't landed on them, a bug hasn't landed on them. But I don't know, I just feel like they aren't really that happy in my care. But I went and got this cup from Goodwill for like $5 or something, because I was looking for a little glass vessel to put them in. And I think it's so cute in here, and I topped it off with some live moss that I got as a freebie with that last plant from little Orchid Annie. I thought that would be a really cute little topper for it. So this is my little ping parfait. I love it so much, and I hope that I figured these guys out soon. That would be nice. I want them to be happy. We'll see. I've had them for a couple weeks now, and I feel like they've declined a little bit, and now we're like okay, but I don't know. We'll see. She's really cute in here though. The plant that I went to Seattle Plant Daddy to pick up, I saw him post on his story, and I was like, I'm just gonna go in and look. Let me just look at it in person. And this was during my Anthurium phase, where I like literally had no self-control, and if I saw an Anthurium that I liked, I was like, well, obviously I need you. So this is she. I know I mentioned her. I'm pretty sure I showed her in a video. I'm pretty sure I showed you me potting her up. But this is my Velvet Moira. Whatever. She's beautiful. This is the leaf that she had out when I got her, and she was beginning to put this leaf out. And I couldn't keep my little hands to myself, and I nicked her a little bit with my nail. So she's got a little bit of that tear there. But other than that, this leaf is stunning. This was so fun to fully watch harden, and just like the entire process of like little baby leaf to like this big, beautiful. It's so velvety. It's so glowy. It looks like the veins are glowing. The colors are beautiful. It's so pillowy. I love this one so much. She's doing really, really well. The only problem that I've found with her, honestly, is this little moss collar that I have on her dries out way faster than any other moss collar that I have. I'm not entirely sure what that's about. And I have a little spray bottle with some water, and I'll spray it like every day and it'll dry back out. I'm like, okay, sorry. But it looks like she's possibly working on a new leaf. We'll see. But I'm content with this leaf for now. Even with that little tear, it actually didn't mess it up as much as I thought it would. I thought it was gonna be like huge. It's not that bad at all. But she's so pretty. She's still darkening up a little bit. Like these two leaves aren't quite the same shade, but it's so yummy looking. I wish I could take a bite out of it. I love how pillowy it is. I literally love everything about this one. This is probably one of my favorite Anthurium in my collection right now. I feel like I say that a lot about a lot of my Anthurium. This one has been such a joy to just look at every day. I just love looking at her. So I'm excited to see her next leaf, which would be her first leaf fully under my care. Yeah, she's a stunner. I love her. Another Anthurium that I kind of impulse bought. I impulse bought like all of my Anthurium, let's be honest. But if you are aware, there is a Facebook group called Anthurium Addicts, and it is obviously a group for people who really love Anthuriums. And people post pictures of theirs, people ask for advice for care and stuff like that. But I think the majority of the posts that I've personally seen are people selling their Anthuriums, and there are some on there that are not crazy prices, as in like they're not worth that much. I'm just like, oh my god, that plant is worth that much. That's so much money. And there are some people on there who are like so passionate about Anthurium. Like, they will tell you the entire lineage. Like, the names of them are like 20 words long. I don't do all of that as of now. I just like them and I think they're pretty, and maybe one day I'll breed them. But there was a girl purging a bunch of her Anthurium because she had just gotten a cat or something. And she was getting rid of them for really, really good prices. And I was like, let me take a gander. And I took a gander. And I found this one. And it looked stunning. It looks rough right now. We'll get into it. It looked stunning in the picture that she posted. It was only $25, not including shipping. And I was like, deal. So I commented dibs. And then her post got taken down. And I was like, hey, I never got any like confirmation that the plant was mine, and I really, really wanted it. So then I made a post that was like, hey, there's a girl just on here doing a purge, and her post got taken down right after I claimed a plant. Like, can anyone send me her direction? I didn't remember her name. I didn't know how to find her in the group. And then my post got taken down, and I was like, awesome. But before my post got taken down, someone had messaged me and was like, I claimed a plant off of the same post. Here's her account. I think she literally just reposted the purge. Get your plant, girl. And I was like, thank you so much, queen. So I messaged the girl, and I went to the new post of the purge, and she posted this plant again, and someone else had already claimed it. So I messaged her, and I had a screenshot of me claiming it the first time. And I messaged her, and I was like, hey, queen, I claimed this plant on the last post. Like, is it possible to still get it? Like, is this new person gonna get it? Either way, I just want to know what's going on. This is kind of ridiculous. And she was like, hey, you had first dibs. It's all yours. I'll let the other girl know. I was like, thank you so much. It took her a couple of days to send it out. No biggie. She's just a person. She is not like a seller. She is not a store. She's not a nursery. So I was like, she's just a person mailing me a plant. I'm gonna put them up here right now. She's just a person mailing me a plant. So I'm not gonna hold her to the same standards that I would to stores, nurseries, etc. But the plant was actually in the mail for 1 day longer than it should have been. I think I paid for either 2 or 3 day shipping. Whatever shipping I paid for, it was in the mail for 1 day longer, which is not her fault. That is not her fault in any way, shape, or form. That's fine. It happens. The plant finally showed up, and I was like, yippee! And I opened it, and again, I'm not trying to sound mean or ungrateful, but, again, she's just a person. This isn't like her job. The plant was not packaged well. The cup that it was in was like taped into the side of the box, which is fine, and the leaves had some like paper towels around them, like holding them in place, which is also fine. But the really big issue was there was nothing put on top of the cup to hold the dirt in. And the cup was like basically completely empty when I got here. Like, all of the dirt had spilled out because it's, the male people just love throwing boxes around. So the dirt was just completely loose in the box. The roots were dry. Some of them were broken. Some of them were rotting. It just was not a good box to open. I did not feel joy opening it. I went, oh no. With that, I did immediately repot her. You guys saw it. I took off all of her rotten roots, her broken roots. I got her potted up. She seems to be doing okay. This leaf looked much better when I got it, and it has since gotten very crispy, very spotty. It's not dead. I think most of this is cosmetic damage, either from humidity. It does sit right next to my humidifier, I'm worried that these velvet leaves just don't like that very much. So I might be moving this one. This one's crisped up a tiny little bit more than the last time you saw it, but it is still a good leaf. I don't think we have a new leaf coming in quite just yet, but that is okay. The original seller for this plant, like its original source, is from Tropicals. I've never shopped at Tropicals, but that's okay. I'm hoping that we get a new leaf from her soon so that I can chop this monstrosity off. And I hope that she is happy in her new home. She really stressed. Ooh, I see a really happy root. That's good. It was just so stressful receiving her. It was stressful buying her. It was stressful receiving her. And I don't think I've had time to really attach to her and really enjoy her and love her. Like every time I look at her, I'm just like, so hopefully when she puts a new leaf out and I can get rid of this one, I will form a bond with this plant. I really want to. I think she's beautiful. I love these overlapping lobes. Stunning. I love the spidery veins. I love how dark and pillow she is. She's beautiful. She's just in really rough shape right now. So hopefully we'll get her in better shape soon. This is the only other plant that I have bought. So Vlad gave me an Alocasia. Should I do the Vlad plants first? And then I'll finish off with this? We'll do that. So sorry. So one of my Anthurium, my big GG hybrid, had an inflow. I collected the pollen from it. I gave it to Vlad. When I gave it to Vlad, Vlad traded me a bunch of plants that he really didn't need to, but he's a sweetheart, so he did. I'll show you how all the plants are doing. I think I grabbed all of them. We'll start with the little humidity-loving begonias. This is the trailing watermelon begonia that I just simply cannot seem to show you guys in focus. It's doing really well. No problems. It's growing a little slow compared to some of my other begonia at least, but its leaves are doing very well. I'm not seeing any crisping. I think it's chilling. It's happy and it's chilling, which I love. This is such a pretty one. Third time's the charm. Can you see? Do you see? Hold on. Look. So help me God. You will see this plant. Yeah, it's doing very well, very happy. I actually have it fully out of the Ziploc bag, which it does not seem to have a problem with at all. However, the other one that was in the Ziploc bag seems to have a little bit of a problem with it. It doesn't look bad. I can tell it's just some of the leaves have crisped up. This is the Listata begonia. Yeah, we've just got some crispy leaves. It's just not super happy. I think I just put it in ambient humidity a little bit too fast. I am very greedy with that. I don't like waiting and being patient for them to acclimate. I'm kind of the strong will survive household, which isn't great. So I am going to put her back into, not back into the Ziploc, but I'll put her in one of my greenhouses, my little baby greenhouses, and hopefully she likes that. She's beautiful. She's just not very happy right now. I'm so sorry, Listata. This begonia also is not very happy. Those two bottom leaves completely crisped up. It didn't dry out or anything. I've been keeping a very close eye on the water in the bottle and just making sure that she doesn't dry out. She's not rotting or anything. I think she either just was a little shocked or just had to acclimate to my home, and those two leaves were unfortunately lost in the process. But these two look stunning, so I'm not worried about it at all. Such a pretty big begonia. I love her. Have I shown you the back of the leaves? Let's hear it for the back of the leaves. What a beaut. Yeah, she lost some leaves. She's not super happy. That's okay though. I'm not super concerned about it. She's so pretty. I love looking at her. I have her right next to my pink polka dot begonia, and I literally would just stand there and just like just look at them for a while. They're so pretty. I love them. The last plant that he gave me, this leaf just came out and unraveled. I don't think it's fully hardened yet, but this is my Alocasia Dragon's Breath. I love this one, and it seems to be doing very well and acclimating very well to my home. Not really having a whole lot of problems. This leaf has a couple of scuffs on it, but that seems, again, just cosmetic and not like a huge problem. This new leaf is so pretty. I really do love Alocasia. I just wish they didn't scare me so much. I'm just like, please don't bring spider mites into my home. Please don't die, and please don't bring spider mites into my home. That's all that I ask. But yeah, she's super happy. I just haven't let her dry it out at all. I've been taking very good care of her, or at least the best care that I know how to give her. And we have this leaf. This leaf was not formed under my care. It was formed under Vlad's care. So I am looking forward to the next leaf to see how she feels about my home. But yeah, she's stunning. I love looking at her. My boyfriend is also a big fan of her. He really likes alocasias. And by really likes, I mean like the times that he's gone plant shopping with me, he's always like, ooh, I like that one, and it's an alocasia. And I go, no. The first plant he ever showed any interest in was an alocasia flying squid. Huh? So he really likes alocasia. So he's a big fan of this one. He specifically likes the shape of the leaves. Yeah, she's happy. As far as I can tell, her roots look very happy. Her roots are kind of taking over this container, honestly. They're kind of going crazy. And I'll have to figure out what to do when she outgrows this one. But what a stunner. So pretty. That one gave me the confidence to go out and buy this one. This is an Alocasia Jacqueline. This leaf does look kind of yellow, but that's how I bought it. That's what it looked like when I bought it. I swear to God, that's what it looked like when I bought it. So I have her set up in a less pretty but similar setup as that one, where she has some leca on the bottom, some soil. I know that alocasias prefer semi-hydro, but I think I'm on top of my watering enough that a like soil no drainage situation should be good for me. And she's chilling. I haven't had her for very long. She does have a new leaf coming out, so we'll see how that goes. These things do get massive, and that's the dream. That's the goal that I have with this one. I want her to get really big and beautiful to the point where like she can be a floor plant. I would love to have some of my plants be floor plants. I'm running out of room. I don't know, you probably won't be able to see it, but Alocasia Jacqueline has such cool texture to the leaves. It's almost like Velcro. It's very Velcro-y texture. And the leaf pattern is beautiful, and the stem pattern is beautiful. I love her so much, and she seems to be doing okay. So we're just gonna hope and pray that she continues to do okay, and that she likes it here and she grows for me and she doesn't die and she doesn't bring in a bunch of pests. This one I literally got yesterday from one of my coworkers. His mom loves plants, and that she had a bunch of Monstera alba cuttings that were propagating, and he was like, would you like one? And I was like, sure. Now, I'm not a huge alba girly. My favorite thing about the Monstera family is how big and bushy they get, is how big the leaves get specifically. And every alba that I've seen, like the leaves just don't get very big. They get like dinner plate sized, and that's as big as they get. And the like ones with like really big white chunks kind of stress me out because I feel like it's gonna crisp and blah, 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 blah. So I'm not, this is gonna sound mean, but my coworker does know this. I said it to him. I was like, worst case scenario, I'll just trade it or something. And he was like, yeah, that's fine. She just wants to get rid of some. So worst case scenario, if I really don't like this one, I will simply trade it or sell it or something. I don't know, but I am going to try and grow her and see how much I like her once I have her for a while. This is a very beautiful leaf, and she does have some new growth coming in. She's not like super rooted, I would say, but I think she's fine. I do have her in this, I literally potted this up when I came home from work last night. in a little terracotta pot. We'll see how she likes that. I am excited to grow this one and to see if I can love it. I'm not sure that I will. But this is a beautiful cutting. I like the amount of white on the leaves. And I know that that's gonna change. I know every leaf isn't gonna come out looking this way. But I do really like this like speckly, it almost looks like a Thai constellation. Like the the speckles of it. Yeah, I think this is a beautiful leaf. It's a really nice propagation. Thank you so much, Luca and Luca's mom. I'm excited to see this one grow and if I'll love it or not. And it was very nice of them to give me that, and I appreciate it. Okay, that is, from what I can remember, all of the plants that I've brought into my collection within the last month or two. Most of them are doing okay, some are doing great, and some are not doing very good at all, but such is the way of plants. I hope you liked this kind of more chit-chatty video. I know we've done a bunch of chores recently, so I think this is just a nice little sit down, talk to you. Felt good. I've got working a little bit. It is a, again, dreary day, so it's kind of nice to just like cozy up with a cardigan on the floor and talk about my plants. That's fun. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on these plants, if there are any in particular that you like and or are interested in. If you have any suggestions for the next video, let me know. I'm gonna try not to do another chore one just yet, but we'll see. I just don't know what else to do. We're kind of getting into the cooler months, so I think things are going to be kind of stagnant around here, at least plant-wise. Not stagnant, but it's going to slow down a lot. So I just am not entirely sure what to do. I have thought about doing another like plants that I'm really loving and plants that I'm hating right now. I think we've had a very big shift on that list. I think that I'm really loving a bunch of different plants and I'm kind of hating some different new plants. We'll see. That sounds like a fun one to do if you guys don't mind another little chit-chatty video. Either way, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. If you want to follow me anywhere else, I am Pretty Pluto Kitty on all platforms and my planty Instagram, which is at 1,700 followers. That's crazy. By the way, I'm not updating you guys on that, like, to rub it in or anything. I'm just like, what? Like, I'm sharing it in amazement and shock with you. That one is Pretty Planty Kitty. Have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for being here. Leave a little comment, maybe subscribe, maybe like, whatever you want to do. I will see you next time. Bye.